sa ABC News US. US, Australia. Mga kabatas natin. Australia pala ito. Ano bang tama. ABC News Australia, mga kabatas natin. Dito, in-interview si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. This was 4 days ago lang. At ang nakalagay dito, mga kabatas natin, what happens when you ask a president a question about his father's corruption? Sarah breaks down what you may have missed from her interview with Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and what happened with his minders behind the scenes. Okay? Tignan nyo. This is very interesting.
The narrative.
May I just ask you why that's funny?
Where that?
Tinanong niya tungkol sa corruption ni Marcos Sr. Tapos tumawa siya. Tapos tinanong niya, may I ask why is that funny?
That?
Why that's... may I just ask you why that's funny?
Where that?
Why that's funny? Even watching this again now, that moment in the room, it does make my heart beat a little bit faster, as it did at the time. This was always going to be an interview in 2 parts because Marcos was here partly to talk about the Philippines' relationship with China, but in my head
So ito, sa Australia yan, mga kabads natin, no?
all along, I know that I'm going to come to the very sticky part, which is his family's responsibility for stealing huge amounts of money, billions, from the Filipino people. So we had the...
So yon, mga kabads natin. Mga kabads natin, ang hindi ko lang maintindihan dito, mga kabads natin, bakit parang hindi pa sanay dito? No, bakit parang hindi pa sanay dito si Bongbong Marcos? Noon sa mga tanong na ganyan. Kasi pag nakita nyo, nautal-utal pa siya eh. 'Di ba? Nautal-utal pa siya, mga kabatas natin eh.
At the first half of the interview talking about China, but all along I know that this part is coming. Just this. Do you not want to see all the money that was taken returned to the people? What is...
Do you not want to see the money returned to the people?
Not visible, except for a few, literally like a few little shadows on the screen, is that from the moment that I mention his father, the minders first of all start to move. They start to talk amongst themselves, then they start talking to the producer, trying to get her to shut the interview down.
So pinapatigil daw, mga kabatas natin, yung interview sa kanya. Pinapatigil daw.
And then, as the questions go on, they start moving closer towards Marcos and I.
Everything was taken from us.
They are standing just behind his chair, and I want to push on to ask him what his responsibility is, what his relationship is to what his father did, and his acceptance of that, and what...
Tignan niyo, hindi talaga siya, parang hindi siya nakahanda. No, hindi siya nakahanda dito sa dito sa tanong niya dito.
What it means for him as the president, but I'm doing that in this extraordinary space where the temperature in the room has, depending on how you see it, is either gone right up high or way down low, but it's extremely tense, and I'm just trying to get to the end so I can land a thank you for talking to 7:30 when at that stage I know he's...
Ang weird lang, mga kabatas natin, di ba? Ang weird lang na parang dito sa nangyaring ito, tinanong siya tungkol dun sa corruption. Tapos parang ito yung sagot niya, no?
The narrative.
May I just ask you why that's funny?
Where that?
Why that's funny? Even watching this again now, that moment in the room, it does make my heart beat a little bit faster, as it did.
Samantalang tumatakbo siyang presidente, mga kabatas natin, halos yan lahat yung tanong sa kanya. Diba? Ngayon, hinahanap ko yung buong interview niya dito eh. Nakita niyo ba yung buong interview niya dito? Hindi ko makita yung link kasi sa TikTok ito Pero pag titignan nyo kasi mga kabads natin, itong interview niya na ito yung highest viewed nila. Ito, 3 million views. Nakapin siya. Yung iba, average views lang nila mga 50,000. Pag pumapalo, 300,000. May 2 million. Yung kay Marcos, yun yung 3 million. Tignan natin yung comments, ha? Nakalimutan nyo, meron tayong Battle of Yultong. Ano yun? Nakakahiyak. Kakahiyak ko talaga yung presidente natin. Mabuhay ka, Sarah Ferguson. Marcos showed up to none of the presidential debates where he likely would have faced this question. Thank you for asking him this. The way he laughed and look at on his face and the look on his face says it all. Thank you for exposing him. Thank you for asking the right questions. Now this is journalism. Thank you for punishing him. It's sad how no one is brave enough here in the Philippines to expose him. Thank you again from a Filipino. Lagi siya nauutal kapag natatanong siya ng ganyan. You're a brilliant journalist. Louder please. Thank you, Sarah Ferguson. Haha, pag ginawa yan ng reporter ng GMA or TV5, revoke franchise nyo. Oh my God, I still can't understand why my parents... Alam nyo kasi mga kabatas natin, this is water under the bridge na Diba? This is water under the bridge. Wala na presidente na natin siya. So next time, just choose a better president if you don't like the president that you chose now. Pero as of the moment, we have to cooperate with the president. We have to work with this current government. Diba? Let's criticize things that are not good and of course, let's support yung mga magagandang ginagawa ng presidente. Di ba? Ganun ang gagawin. Ngayon, mga kabatas natin, kung kunwari, nakaupo na yung presidente natin, tapos tayo mismo, hindi makikikooperate para at least naman matupad yung mga proyekto na magaganda na pinapatupad ng gobyerno, then we are part of the problem. Diba? We are part of the problem. Ganun lang kasimple yun. Kasi pag titignan nyo, yan it's been a long time. Tapos tatay niya yon. Tapos ngayon, binoto na Alam niyo naman ako, I didn't vote for Marcos. You know that. I didn't vote for Marcos. Pero we have no choice now. He's a president. Anong gagawin natin ngayon? Kunwari, kung ninakaw nga noon, mag-file ng kaso. Nag-file ng kaso. Nasaan na yung mga kaso ngayon? Marami namang na-dismiss. Pati nga yung nasa Amerika na-dismiss. I don't understand na parang this will be a hindrance dun sa kanyang pagtatrabaho. Ngayon, sinasahuran natin siya, let him work. Di ba? Let him work. I don't understand. Yun lang mga kabatas natin, no? It's the weekend. Family night. Maraming salamat sa inyo. At syempre, tulad na laging sinasabi, matulog po tayo na mahimbing dahil alam natin na natutulog na mahimbing, siya yung laging panalo. Paalam po, pansamantala.